Welcome to another episode of the SimNation Podcast. My name is Pablo, and today we are here with Fallon.
Yo.
And not doing anything else right now, Jan. Hi, Jan.
Hello.
He's
I'm definitely not putting stuff in our mod section on the website.
Stuff.
Definitely not. I would never do such a thing.
He's multitasking. You can't multitask? You're a man.
I
That's
can
true.
multitask. And after we're done with recording this, I have a meeting with Certified because Vex split, and then I'm screaming, and boom.
Oh, I never thought of that, but we could actually just show the chat on the YouTube once in a while. I don't think about that. So anyway.
But it doesn't save though, so how would you do that?
I just put like I put us three on the side and then just put the chat there.
Oh.
It would take like a lot of space for a while.
Pablo, no Pablo. Fallon never has a drink.
I do sometimes, but it's like a cup of tea, it's like a mug of tea, not like the rock water that Pablo drinks.
Oh yeah, because it's always like my time to eat whenever we do this, so I try not to eat much, but I do eat some, and I drink my mate, which is this thing right here.
Rock water.
Then everyone in chat complains that you should stop drinking it.
Yeah.
Well, in the,
When you do that, it tastes like shit, but I did it for you, just to screw with you. But yeah, so whenever you're watching this on YouTube, actually, the game is almost out, and I'm talking about Cities Skylines, of course.
Today.
Yeah, today / tomorrow.
it depends when you are watching this. So
Yeah, if you're on
Tuesday.
Twitch,
it might be coming out in a few hours, or it might have just come out, or it might have been a few days before, depending on when you watched.
or it came out the year before the moment you're watching. If so, you're watching this episode kind of late, and shame of you, and you should check our newer episodes, Person of the Future.
Yeah.
So, yeah, before we dive into, the hot topic, which is City Skylines launch, Fallon, I heard there was stuff going on. Before that, yeah, content timestamp in the comment section below. So yeah, Fallon, I heard that they announced one more trailer for The Sims 4.
See this raised eyebrow? No.
They're gonna
Yeah.
have an eyebrow profession?
My eyebrow goes up really far. It's because I have such a big gap of skin in between. No,
Is
so
the
this
profession the person who plucks your eyebrows professionally? Is that
That
what you're
hurt. Oh god, that, like, if they were to do that, they'd need some sort of like pain relay sensor so that you could experience the torture and the pain of getting your eyebrow hairs plucked out. It hurts so much. So they released before. So now they released the scientist's career trailer. So we saw the detective one, and the doctor one, and this is the third one for the ambition style careers. I watched it. You can in this one they showed you can clone Sims, or you can kind of like clone them but change their change them a little bit. You can make potions that do different things to people, like make them fat or skinny, or put them into emotions.
So the ones you can get for aspiration points, but now you can make them, right?
Well, I think they're... Well, actually,
I mean,
I'm not sure if they're...
ones, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're meant to be temporary. Like the emotion ones, like in the trailer, he gave one guy a potion, and it put him to sleep. Like, and he fell asleep on the floor. And then I think he gave somebody else a potion, and it made them start crying. So I'm thinking there should be a difference. Like, what would be the difference between the emotions, the aspiration potions you get in the store, though? They're like flirty, or like they're like the emotions that you would want to be put in if you're trying to do something specific. Like, oh, I need to go to work, let me buy an inspiring potion or something like that.
For that, it's very convenient, but yeah.
I will. Oh, you can't have a business at your home. You can't have a business at your home. So it's
It's not like The Sims 2. That's what I'm saying. Sims 2 open for business, best The Sims game ever.
Yeah, it's not like The Sims 2. But they tried to combine some aspects of The Sims 2 with Sims 3. So like you can have a business at your home, but if you want, you can still like you're building the building itself. You can put like, you know how some places have, I don't know if you guys know this because you probably should. Like here, some cities will have the business on the first level, and then above it will be like an apartment. Mm-hmm. You can like put like beds and like house kind of stuff in the building. It's just you can't live there indefinitely because you can't get your bills at that residence. You'd have to go to your home to check your bills and stuff like that. But they did say, so it's a new, I hate when they say neighborhood or whatever, because
what is their definition of neighborhood now?
Yeah, world and neighborhood are supposed to be two separate things, but everyone calls like Oasis Spring a neighborhood and Desert, Oasis a neighborhood.
A world is a group of neighborhoods, right? Of these tiny neighborhoods, if you may.
Yeah.
So they call neighborhoods like the group of 4 houses, in example, the cluster.
Yeah.
Right.
So we might be getting.
That's kind of stretching it, Maxis. I mean, the studio. Maxis is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to talk about that later.
So what they're doing is they're implementing. Okay, so I'll say this part first. So you get a new neighborhood with 4 lots. 3 of those lots are dedicated for retail, and then the 4th lot is whatever. So you could technically put your house. You could move your house to that 4th lot and have your business next door if you wanted. And then your sim would just have to walk back and forth, like to go pay their bills or crap. But and then also, which is kind of weird too. So, in your already existing worlds,
you're gonna be eating up so many loading screens in that expansion pack.
Well, it's okay. So this is a weird part.
Are they gonna add a loading screen to the loading screen?
In your existing worlds already. So when you go into Willow Creek, they're gonna put in those businesses in there, but you can only visit them if you have that job. As far as the police and the doctor and the scientist career, you can't just go there whenever you feel like it. You have to be that profession to go to that place in the map. Mm-hmm. So if your sim is sick, you can't go to the hospital to get cured. You can buy medicine from the computer or the phone to cure your sim, but unless you're the actual doctor, and if you're pregnant, if your sim is pregnant, they can go to the hospital and have their baby, but that's like the only time, unless you're actually a doctor and you're going to work, that you can visit those lots. So I don't know if it's going to be like icon on the screen to show you that it's there, but not actually like clickable.
Yeah, we'll let you know only doctors can come in here, an example. Something like that.
So,
or you can maybe just visit the outside and go like, but yeah.
It's useless as shit then.
What?
It's useless as shit to have a building there that no one can visit, except if you have that profession or you're having a baby. Like, what's the point? You could just ship them off to a magical land somewhere, because you're going to have a loading screen anyway. So what's the point of having the building there in the first place?
It's pretty much like a magical trip to somewhere else because it's a loading screen. So,
well, I mean,
it's a building that's going to be used for like one profession, or maybe a few if they're all like maybe like medic.
Well, yeah, I never liked Sims anyhow, but it's kind of like with Ambitions, it was different though, because in Sims 3 Ambitions, a lot of the businesses were not okay. Like the tattoo parlor, yes, your Sims could visit that and get tattoos on their own, and the fire station, your Sims could stay there.
Well, I mean the lemon.
And your Sims could stay there and their off hours. But the rest of the jobs, your Sims left their homes to go somewhere else, like ghost hunting. So unless you were at that time of day where your Sim would be ghost hunting, you weren't going and interacting with ghosts at any other really time, of the day. You wouldn't just find ghosts to exterminate, during the daytime hours, or like you wouldn't go to Sim's house homes and renovate them in the architect career unless you actually. So I guess it's kind of like that, except for now it's a building instead of like. And I mean,
it wouldn't be like the most annoying thing ever if like they force you to go all around the neighborhood, eating up all the loading screens on the process. Like they have to change something. They cannot just copy paste it.
That would be horribly annoying, but it's just I don't know. I feel weird about the fact that these buildings are there and you can't do anything with them.
Yeah.
That's always bothered me with these main careers, because there were always buildings and you just sent your sim in and he came out a couple hours later.
Oh no, well, I mean for this ones in particular, you're going to be inside actively doing stuff because it's the careers expansion pack. So only for those careers, you actively do something. For the others, they do they don't have rabbit holes here, they just disappear at the the road of your house.
Like the same as a rabbit hole, because even if you're in Sims 3, your sim was a doctor until Ambitions came out. They still disappeared inside the building, and you couldn't do anything with the building. But the one thing they did say about the doctors, though, they said you can do house calls, I believe. So it's like a generated. They're gonna like generate like a random household for your sim to go to, I think.
Or maybe existing ones, but
yeah, it could be like a new one or
paradise.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they won't. Maybe it'll just be like a weird like transition.
Also, with the amount of time the Sims take to do anything, if you're a doctor in the Sims, you're gonna have time to treat exactly one patient before you have to go home.
Curing this person from cancer takes me 20 minutes, but taking a dump an hour.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works.
Damn it, camera. I hate ever since I installed my new stuff on my thing. My camera.
What's going on? Oh, there we go.
The other thing, like with the doctors, I watched all the trailers. The doctors one, they're like sticking the thing in their ear. They're like swabbing the mouth with a big giant Q-tip.
They're probably like just pre-made interactions whenever you click diagnose.
Yeah, I'm wondering like exactly. I'm really wondering exactly what the interactions are that you click on. Is it like
that is the important part. That is what they're not showing. They're just showing you the cinematic side of it. Like, oh, look, it looks so realistic and so on because it's doing all this. It's fun. But okay, well, what am I actually doing there? You know, am I watching the entire time?
Also, does it give you some sort of this person is sick, you might want to try this or this or this, or do you just randomly click stuff until you figure out what the fuck is wrong with it?
No, or even worse, you click and then say diagnose, then you click cure. And that's it. That'll be like the worst. But, hear me out, because if they do something like, in The Sims Superstar, the first game, almost second last expansion pack, they had like these mini games, so you sort of at least have to figure out how to properly a car. Fuck you! To sort of like figure out how you had to act and so on. If they did like a mini game to sort of diagnose, then it's worth. If I'm just doing stuff that might as well a rabbit hole could take care of it, then so we would have to see. But they have shown zero gameplay so far. Zero gameplay. It's just cinematic. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they don't want you to hate it so much.
Didn't Roller Coaster Tycoon do that?
Buy it. What?
Roller Coaster, well, not Roller Coaster Tycoon, but the other guys.
No, that was Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, yeah?
World.
So what did they do?
Roller Coaster Tycoon World, where the video, the trailer, the gameplay trailer features maybe about 10% of the video is actual gameplay.
And then the rest
even that, it's not actual gameplay. You just see one or two shops getting constructed and see a few people walking around. That's it.
But is it CGI or is it actually in-game footage, at least?
It looks maybe in-game, but it looks as shitty as Roller Coaster Tycoon 2.
So it is in-game. I mean, they wouldn't do CGI to do shitty, trailer. So they're probably using in-game engine, and they're just showing you, like, they're doing the Sims way, pretty much. Like, look!
Yeah, but except it looks like SimCity. Oh, not SimCity. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 did. Just kind of like it should have come out like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like with the Sims trailers, you are seeing stuff, but we don't know exactly. Is it like a one click?
Yeah, but you don't know if it's animation or if you're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. So like I can like even the detective one, they have like, well, what did I read? Something like like in the detective job, when you go there, there's certain NPCs that answer the phone and stuff, and it's like coded that way, so it's like an automatic. But because you're only playing that one person, and everyone else in the job is NPC.
Mm-hmm.
The pregnant people that come in are NPC pregnant people. The patients that come in are like NPC patients. But like what I was trying to say was, it might be kind of automated, because at least with a diagnosis, because if your sim is sick in the game, your sim, you go and buy medicine. So what medicine are you buying? I think you're just buying medicine in general.
You're buying medicine, yeah. I mean, if they put depth into it, it's fun. I mean, it's still like a minigame within a game that might as well be just a simulator instead. But it's, I mean, as long as they give depth into it, it's fine. The thing is, whenever they think like, just play pretending to do something but not actually have gameplay in it, think that is enough for, call it an expansion pack. And that has been sort of the trend. So it'd be nice to see them change that. So yeah.
We'll see. We'll see when it comes out, because we won't get any information about it before anyways.
Oh wait, I was reading chat.
So yeah. By the way, I did want to say something.
He wanted to say something, but then he forgot.
No, I forgot. It is
Sims related?
Yeah, it is. The fact that we didn't talk it out on the podcast yet, which is that Maxis finally officially shut down.
No, that was just the studio that did.
That is Maxis.
SimCity.
Yeah, Maxis, not the Sim Studio, which is the active one, right? The Sim Studio is the one doing the Sims 3 and 4. But Maxis, the original, closed.
Maybe we should explain. The original Maxis, founded by Will Wright, which was then acquired by EA, and later split off into the Sim Studio, which does the Sims games. So the original Maxis, the Emerald Studio, was now shut down. It's the studio that did SimCity, as far as I remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lovely picture of a frozen Pablo.
Yeah.
And I think they did Sims 1 and Sims
1 and 2.
I saw that too. Yeah, so it's a specific location that shut down.
Before Apartment Life. Apartment Life was the Sim Studio already.
Yeah.
And then everything else just... Okay, so here's the deal. Will Wright, finally, EA buys Maxis because Will Wright was making shitty games, and so he was going bankrupt. So they buy it and they make SimCity 3000 after that, and it doesn't do that well. But I mean, it does do well, but for some reason it didn't do as well as they actually planned, anyways. So they started then working on SimCity. Then the Sims came along. They diagnosed it with 20,000 sold copies or something like that, and they sold millions and millions, and EA was like, wait, this little company, we actually love it, and they started to inject more money in Maxis, and they made SimCity 4. Eventually they started working on Spore, The Sims 2, Dark Spore. If you heard about it, it's a quote unquote game. And then
was that even released ever?
Yes, it's an RPG with the DNA mechanics of building your own monster. They pretty much were
released. I thought that was cancelled.
No, it was released. It was considered a very bad game, but it was released, and it was pretty much we put so much money into this engine, we're gonna make something else out of it. We're not just gonna leave it like this. So, which I think it's kind of gay, but if you do something meaningful with it, if it's a simulation game, make a simulation game. But they went mainstream and they make RPG, action, adventure, whatever. So anyways, yeah, that's why you thought it was canceled. That's how bad that was. So, and Will Wright left Maxis before Spore was even finished. So Spore was finished, and then the Maxis studio remained there, but they were working on third-party stuff. They weren't actually doing their own IPs, their own games. They were working contractual, if you may. until they started working again on the new SimCity. And everything was coming along great. All the hype, the SimCity finally coming back, the reboot. It's gonna be like the best thing in our lives, and then it launched. So, and it brought so many interesting and amazing concepts to the table, but it fell flat in the most two important things: city simulation and city building. So it didn't stand to it, and it just
failed. It was just a big, massive failure, and part of the reason was that that hype that they created around it before release, that amazing glass box engine that does this and this and this, and then the game was released, and it was like, where's all the things you said was gonna be in this?
But the most important part was the city size was so small. They had to put the gameplay on supply chain and other stuff that managing those mini buildings, because you were gonna be done using that space in 5 minutes. And then everything else had to be around these buildings. But I mean, if they maybe go ham on this glassbox engine and instead, made it a little bit, less CPU hungry so they could make bigger cities, it could have been fairly better because it would have been able to put more on traffic and other stuff. But I think it was that limitation that just killed the game, because I mean, Skylines is getting a lot of hype, but I think it's going to do great. SimCity got extremely insane amount of hype because it had a lot of nostalgia on it, and then just because
as I said, I think also part of it was the fact of how much EA.
Yes, that was a lot of it.
How much EA hyped it and promised all these amazing things and then failed to deliver. Mm-hmm. While City Skylines, I can now say for sure, promised all these amazing things and delivered. Because for those of you who don't know, we've been streaming it a lot. Me and Pablo have a review copy of the game. We've played the game. We've been able to test the game and see if the promises they made about the game are in there, and they are. Granted, some stuff needs polishing, as everything does, and things will change. But
many things need polishing in that game.
At least announced, and at least it will release with what they promised.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but let me add something to that. With the roads.
Oh yeah, but let me add something to that so I don't sound like an asshole. Just now I was watching a little bit Henka's, the artist on Colossal Order. He was streaming, and Marina was in there as well, the CEO of Colossal Order, which she keeps repeating. She's only in there for money. She doesn't even know about games, which kind of scares me. But whatever. I don't know why she keeps highlighting that, but the point is that she said something that I think is 1,000% true, and they said that they did not expect City Skylines to get this amount of hype and sort of just get rolling this far and this big. So now that they see it, they already know there are so many things they want to fix and improve and change in the game. It's sort of like you're making this tiny game, it's gonna be enough for the niche, and then you realize it's not only for the niche, everybody's coming to it, and they realize they have to, the bar is higher than what they're making it for. So they're kind of aware of the fact that maybe the game is not polished enough, they're missing stuff. So I at least it's good. It's important that they're aware of it, and they're not like, no, the game is finished. What are you talking about? Because that'll be deadly. The game is so unpolished. It feels like it wasn't tested, but you can still enjoy it. And there's so much to it, you won't care. Whenever you play, you kind of get bothered a little bit, but you won't care because you're gonna be in this endless journey of building this all the space that you have. It's insane, and just I haven't unlocked everything and so on everything, but it just keeps on going. Then you have issues because you have so much population, the traffic, and oh my god, and everything, and this and that, and there's so many counterplay to the different failure states. You can solve it with policies, you can solve it with traffic, you can solve it with cargo ships. I don't know, there's always a way around, not just one. You click a button, that's it, you solve it. So that's what I like about the game, and you're gonna have so much time.
The game
to worry about
kind of pulls you in.
Yes,
and there are a few things here and there where you kind of go, this could have been done better. Actually, there's several. But the game kind of pulls you in. I mean, we've had the game for what?
A week?
4 days?
Oh,
5
days. Since the 5th.
Today's Monday,
it was
and
Tuesday
you streamed
evening?
Monday.
So let's say till the 4th, so 5 days.
Yeah.
I personally have almost
Tuesday.
60 hours ranked on it already.
Yeah, I have like 30, but yeah.
I've just been streaming all the time. Yeah. But it just pulls you in. Like, people who have been to the streams will just know that I've said, oh, I'll stream for an hour and a half, and then it was a 4 or 5.5 hour stream.
Yeah.
It just pulls you in. There's always something to do, but not in an annoying way.
Yeah, that is the important thing. It's not because you're required to micromanage the city, because you can just leave it and it will work, right? But I mean, as you keep doing stuff, your mistakes start to arise, and then you have to go back, fix them. And once you do that, there are other mistakes that you've done that sort of start to come out to the surface and so on. So it's always this thing. And then you're like, let's build a new area. And you know you're getting into trouble whenever you start doing that, but you just want to. So, yeah.
So how would you rate it against your best SimCity? Pablo, I don't remember what your best SimCity is.
We can't rate it yet, but I mean,
Pablo, we can. It's released tomorrow. We're allowed to.
No, but it's being streamed right now.
Shit!
But I wouldn't put a
Let's
score
mute real
anyway.
quick. Let me mute it. Let me know. I'll turn the sound off real quick. Well, just give like a this or like a this.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's a good game. Go buy it. Like that. That's the thing. We can like just, I guess, because the person's really the public relations, are like really worried about numbers, right? Like 9 or 8 or 7 or 10 or 6 or 5. So whatever it is, they don't want that. But if you just recommend the game, they're fine with it. So I can totally
Type it
say
in
I
chat.
recommend the game. Go buy it.
I would definitely, and I've said this through the streams, I rate this game. Personally, I find it so good. And if you want to pre-order it, go pre-order it.
Yeah.
You will not regret it.
If you like the
Especially-
SimCity 4 or the new SimCity, you're going to love this one.
Yeah. Actually, I'll put it this way. If you love SimCity 4, this is the one for you.
Yeah,
If you thought SimCity 2013 was amazing,
maybe.
you're an idiot.
Hey, I thought it was great. With a bunch of failures, but, in it, but,
No, it was one big massive failure. I personally don't like it because I always came into that, and whenever I played it, I was like, oh yeah, let's start a new city, and then an hour and a half later, I was like, shit, I can't build anything else, and everything is high density, and there's
'Cause
traffic door to door.
that's like our slight difference of what we are like amazed of the game. Like, we clearly both enjoy the city building part, but you are way more into the city building part, while I am way more into the simulation. I could just stay there admiring how Glassbox was behaving and all that. So for me, that was valuable, but for you, it was like, I cannot build anymore. Fuck. Like, that's it.
Oh no, I would have loved the Glassbox engine, but with that limitation of city size, once you were done building it, the Glassbox engine, it was just the same. It wasn't dynamic anymore.
Oh, yeah. I mean, in my case, I could just use that time to admire the engine while, because, there's nothing else to do. You're
Pablo
down building.
just follows each little person and sees where they like.
Oh, but in
stalker.
City Skylines, I love doing that, especially because in City Skylines, I know they exist. They don't become a number like on SimCity. So.
Oh, I don't think they exist because we've seen a lot of fatalities in Jan's streams, and a lot of these Sims that crash into it that can't drive and die out of like their
Oh
bus.
no, the traffic kind of goes over each other. Sometimes sometimes clips.
It's like
but they don't
inside of
die.
each other.
There's no traffic. There's no crash
there were
there.
Yeah.
You're just
many
seeing
fatalities.
There is a lot of clipping.
Jan kind of had to fix his roads a lot, so the buses were just like going like up
Slightly
nothing,
floating.
and then just like
gently going down. But that's the thing. That's because they're simulated and they belong to someone. Each car belongs to someone and is always in the game. That's why it can't just magically disappear. That's the thing. That's the thing I love. That all the citizens are there and always, until they die, will be there. And
I have a question, though.
Follow them around meticulously.
What happens when you take away their homes because you unzoned it or something? Do they go somewhere
the
else or
road
they just
through it?
disappear?
their house.
Like if they just moved out of the city, quote unquote, an example, like some excuse. But
I think they moved out of the city by Scotty beaming them up.
right.
No,
It's
this
sort of
isn't a
like
robe. It's
gone.
just it's cold in my room. Well, because Jan built a lot of roads through people's houses trying to fix traffic, and they just like demolished. So
You know
maybe
what?
that's
We can test that, I think. Because if you click follow a person, it will follow it even while it's at the building, at the home. So if you find somebody that is going into a home, and then you destroy the home, you can see if that person leaves or goes somewhere else, or just the sign disappears. If the sign
How the heck
disappears,
am I not signed into chat anymore?
I think you can. They just magically are beamed out of the city.
yeah, I think they just
They get evicted.
yeah, they get evicted. like
However,
something like
I
that.
prefer that over them, all of them just being weird numbers that go to a random house each time they go from work, and then go to a random workplace each time they go to work, and have no children, and education doesn't bloody matter.
Yeah, no, I agree to that. I mean, I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm just wondering what would happen. I like one of the things that was most hype for City Skylines was really the simulation of the little people, that they have their own age and they have their own education and so on. That's
And they
insane.
matter. Each of them matters, which is lovely.
Yeah. Could also order feature request right here, and I'll say it tomorrow in the City Skylines podcast. Let me star citizens. I want to be able to stalk them throughout their entire lives. I want to see what they do. I want to follow them around. I want to see them truly going back and forth between home and work more than once, just to reassure you're not screwing with me. They actually do this. So
It has been mentioned in a stream. I think she said it on Quill's stream. I think Marina said it on Quill's stream. That is on their list of features.
that
Yeah.
you can permanently pin somebody.
Like you could in
Nice.
Why do you want to do this, Pablo?
Because you keep stalking them.
Pablo, why are you stalking people? Are you
Because
trying
it's
to
amazing.
practice?
Because you can
for
see the
real
simulation truly going live whenever that happens. It's amazing.
I'm just
That's like the no.
Hello, Durandal.
The ultimate
Hey,
big
hello, Mr.
brothering. Like
Sorry.
that's how serial killers get born, Pablo.
I think Pablo is
Stalking.
secretly
Look at it this
serial
way. If we could just get all serial killers to just stalk people in City Skylines, the world would be perfect. So, by the way, Jan, have you noticed that, I don't know about you, but health and crime, never an issue.
Nope. Actually, sometimes, if a lot of Sims will get sick if you have them near the industrial area.
Well, yeah.
So there's a lot of pollution.
But you have to
they will get
literally
sick.
screw it up. It's not like on the other SimCity that they would carry the germs back to the city and then they would spread.
I don't know, because I always have a lot of health buildings
Yeah, me
everywhere.
too.
I haven't
It's
tested-
just perfect. There's nobody sick. I
I
think
will have to test
I
that.
think it's missing out. Right now, I'll be honest with you. Health and police. It really feels like just by having them is enough.
No. Crime matters. Like if you don't have police, things get serious.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you have them, everything is fine. But in SimCity, a robbery would actually occur, right? So, the little robber was actually somewhere. They had to go to the building, and then it went inside. The alarm triggered, and then they had to, dispatch a police car to get there and then arrest the guy if he made it on time. That is not happening here.
It sort of is, because even buildings that are in high good areas, high value areas, will sometimes get there's a crime occurring here.
Yeah, the rubber icon.
And the police will go there, right? But I think it's just because we always have so much police and so much health,
Probably.
they just respond to it so quickly we miss it.
I guess we'll have to create a criminal area just to test it. But yeah, do you think that they actually go to arrest somebody? I love to
think
see
so.
Because they don't have jails. They don't have jails with capacity. So I don't know. I think you know what? To be really honest, I think robbery is something that occurs on a building, but there's no citizen executing it. It just
Possibly.
happens because they don't do anything with it. But it was one of the. Again, I mean, small studio. I don't expect them to do everything, but I do want to point it out. I mean, I don't want to be I love this game. It's perfect. Period. I want to point out everything.
No. There are actual limitations to the game, that there's stuff that the game doesn't have, and I would love seeing in it, or stuff that's improved. But as of what is released, it is still a good game.
Oh yeah, no question about it. So anyways, if you're watching this, Skylines is probably out or almost out, so head out to our website. I'm going to be plugging everything right now on the screen. We have our hands-on first impressions, of course. We have guides and how-tos on City Skylines. As well, you're going to find our mod section, which has actually an article written by Jan, this little person right here in the middle. No, it's in the bottom. Interesting. Anyways, on the side view, he's in the bottom, but whenever whoops, I killed everything.
Pablo has it set up wrong. Anywho, I wrote an article about the top 5 pre-release mods. You should go check them out. They're amazing mods. You want them in the game from the beginning. They're really helpful.
Yes.
And we'll also be doing post-release mods, because a lot more will be coming in. We've seen a lot of them already, honestly. There's 4 pages on the Steam Workshop of mods, which is amazing. And more will be coming in, so we'll be doing those as we go.
Yeah, I see all the Soviet clinics, the Soviet palace that you put in the mod section.
Oh, the Soviet thingies. Oh, my communist thingies. Oh.
Yeah. To be honest, I love the university, actually. I know it's not Soviet, but I know it looks cool. I kind of like it.
The old university building? Yeah, it reminds me a lot of kind of European universities here.
It's very Europeanish. That is another thing with the game. It's not American. It's European. So, like, everything...
No. It's not American and it's not European. It's sort of a modern mix in between.
Yeah.
That's another thing they said they will add. They will add a lot of kind of European Baroque neoclassical secession kind of styles, like old European city styles into the game after release, probably as a DLC or a patch.
Oh, I see. Well, in either case, yay! And go ahead and check this out. It's on simnation.tv/City Skylines. If you want to just go in there, you're going to find the link on the top immediately. And don't forget to, of course, join our forums. The link is also on the top of the website. Discuss.
And if you find any mods during the next couple of weeks that you want to suggest to us to put in our mods list, there is also a button there that says, click here to submit mods for review.
Oh, click here. Click it. Click it now.
I believe there is. I think I saw it, but I'm...
There is. It takes you to a forum, basically, but yeah.
Fallon, is the stream down?
Is it done? No. Sometimes we have after show, but we have to say certain things that get recorded in the podcast, and then because we're streaming while we're actually recording at the same time, so we have to say certain things.
This is like the intensive hour, and then everything else is just pay $9.95 and it shows you're over 18 to see this.
Yeah, it's no longer PG-13.
Yeah, it goes hardcore, like plus 21, like that hardcore.
Like you need to be like 40 to watch.
Like 40. You have to be so screwed up in life already that you're gonna be fine.
It's kind of like if you've been to my streams, kind of the part of the stream that happens between 3 and 4 in the morning. For me. Which gets really bad. Well, it got really bad yesterday.
Oh, man.
I just left your stream, though, because you weren't talking, and I was just blathering in chat, and I'm like, okay. I was like, Jan, make a new city. He's like, no.
No. We have a stream city. It's a good city. We love that city. We've done so many things.
Actually, I understand why he wouldn't. It takes so long to build a big city. Like, it's not like on SimCity that everything just... and that's it. Like in here, it's just like going in hours.
Big city. You should have just shown me some shit. You did,
but it has so much sentimental value. It's but it's
you're 30 not hours. Deleting it. I'm not telling you to delete it. Just make a new game.
Even
you're
if
I hope there's a big lion on your face right now.
We need to ask Joel to make us the flag for your city. What was it called again? I forget.
Highland Knobcat.
Highland Knobcat. I was like, everybody type in one word in the chat. Highland Knobcat. There we go.
That is Pablo's fault because he wanted me to name that city. Pablo makes me do stupid things. The chirper doesn't exist anymore in that city at all.
No!
It was completely redesigned. It was causing so many traffic issues.
Well, I figured.
I was like, screw
Did you have
this.
issues in the peg?
How did the chirper make
issues
traffic
everywhere.
issues? But they turned it off, though. You can turn it off.
Yeah, I can turn it off. Poor chirper. He turned
Yeah,
it
I
off.
think the traffic issues were just because you just made so fucking many. I swear your neighborhood was like like this. Like what kind of
My
neighborhood
buttons
is
are very squiggly.
like? I don't even
It's like
understand.
freedom. I can make curves.
It looked like the inside of a brain. It was like bleh, bleh,
I hate straight roads so much.
Yeah,
Everything just goes.
I feel
And then you
identify
just-
with it. I started to make like circular cities and stuff like that. Just because, why not, right?
If you
Do
want to
not
see a
know
slightly
how
more organized
neighborhoods
city,
work.
let's-
Neighborhood layouts. But yeah.
I can actually play a video while we talk.
No, just kidding.
Oh, actually, by the way, I need to show that. Oh, I did not publish this video yet. I don't know when I will. Anyways, on the beginning of this video that I'm gonna show here now on the side, we find out like
Which
some
is
things are
in
not.
the podcast because no one on the stream
like,
is.
No one on the stream will see it, but those watching on YouTube will see the video on the side right now. There's like the ship just going completely insane, like a cargo, no, a tourism ship, like went in.
Is it the
went-
one that made the beeline over the peak of the land?
It
thought
like
it
goes
was that
completely
big
up the land. Yeah. And then it goes back into the water and then it just completely goes like 90 degrees tilted and just slams over the other ship. The other ship disappears. Like, I don't know this guy, I'm leaving. And it's just this guy just, it's amazing.
Pablo broke the ships. I broke the water.
Yeah,
Pablo
you broke the dam. Like, I remember a picture of you on which, oh, it was like overflowing so badly, like one dam over the other.
No. That was, I made a huge, really fast flowing river, right?
Uh-huh.
So I could,
Oh wait, so
Test it.
you used the map editor.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I made a quick flowing river so I could test if you can have more than one dam working on it. The river was so fast that all three dams were working at 1600 megawatts. And they worked, like the first one filled up, the second one filled up, the third one filled up, and then I kept looking at them, and then all of a sudden the water simulation just went insane and did this shit everywhere.
Yeah, that is water simulation right there.
I should have recorded that. I probably will.
You know, and actually, on Henka's stream today, they were also saying like that was pretty much like the biggest challenge was the fluid system. Actually, that was like their thing that apparently they were obsessed with getting into the game, which I think it's kind of cool because it gives it like city simulation is not or city building is not new, but that sort of gives it like some kind of like a personality to the game. Like, look how technical we are. We're gonna make fluid simulations so you can make dams.
Yeah, the water simulation
yawning.
is amazing. It's amazing how the water works.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can also break it quite quickly if you and me.
Very quickly.
'Cause I end up using, 3 dams on the river that probably can't support them, and then the river just stops flowing, period.
Yeah, I really hope though that they do what they said that maybe they will do, which is sort of adding like sort of collision detection to it, so they can actually like destroy buildings if there's an overflow and so on. But then Marina said, well, we don't want you like just because of one mistake, all your progress being like destroyed. I'm like, yes, one mistake should totally do that. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, if you build a dam over a city and then you're idiot enough to destroy it after it asks you, are you sure you want to destroy this?
Yeah.
That is your fucking fault.
GG,
and
good
your
luck.
city should be destroyed.
Yeah. Maybe, I guess, they should do like an option to slowly let water start flowing again naturally. I don't know, something like that. But and you have to invest money with it, like some kind of like drawback. But otherwise, like just let me screw up. I mean, you let me screw up so badly already. Why not a little bit more? Like, seriously.
I also want this is something I just want on the dams to be able to click a button when you click on the dam. Click a button that says release water, so it just releases water.
Yeah, that'd be good to have a little
from the
component.
accumulation lake.
Yeah,
That would help a lot in certain cases.
that'd be cool. They already have a little micromanagement on some buildings, like the landfill and the cemetery, which you can pick to ask them to unfill it.
And burn the dead.
Right, pretty much. And that is like pretty much how you can empty it, so then you can destroy it. If you do not have it empty, you cannot demolish it. Which is kind of like a good way to sort of prevent players of abusing of it. Like, all right, landfill full, let's destroy it. Because there's no data layer like on SimCity. Like there will be like information accumulated in there, like in example, pollution or radioactivity. So if you destroy it, pollution is gone. Like it's pretty much like pollution is a radius around a polluted building. If the building is gone, pollution is gone. That's simple. So they pretty much couldn't just let you destroy polluted things and then get away with it. So I think it's a good way to sort of...
It isn't completely gone immediately. It slowly decreases.
Yeah, but it's just like a week.
But it still takes like a week, and it's gone.
Yeah. I remember like on SimCity playing a map which had like a Fallout something it was called, and it was just like a lot of radioactivity, and you could barely build anywhere, and it was pretty cool. And it was like my whole mission was to clear all the radioactivity with the Cities of Tomorrow expansion pack, because you can sort of do that. So that was actually quite interesting.
I have to check because I haven't built a nuclear power plant yet. I have the option, I just haven't. I need to test that out as well.
Oh, but there is no radioactivity in the game.
But I guess it could release grounded noise pollution.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you can make some heads, make some figurines, make some bobbleheads.
Yeah, we want to see fan art going on.
Or I don't know if you mean drawing or actually making.
But you still need to give us our the flag for his city. Sorry, I'm not like watching the chat to the Scottish cat.
The Highland Knobcat.
Oh yes. But anyways, yeah, that has been pretty much all for the SimNation podcast of this week, and make sure you check us out on Twitch and YouTube and our website, which is simnation.tv. My name is Pablo. That one right there was Fallon, and that one other right next to the other one that I mentioned before is Jan. And I'll see you next time. We'll see you next time. Oh, this is the most satisfying thing ever. We are God in SimCity 4. Wow, that was loud. Oh, you're gonna eat that, huh? You're gonna eat it. I see. What? Nothing. Okay.
And now she is tossing that salad with her... Stop sticking your finger in your ear! All right, she's tossing the salad with her earwax.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It does them really well. Okay.
Oh, they're coming for you, Pablo!
Shit,
Run!
Oh, yeah. These road trips, man, are killing me. Anyway, let me know whenever we are recording. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Extended Play. I'm your host, this is Stuart, and that is a fancy sign. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.